Oh, people is probably here with an unboxing. So I forgot about that. I was just looking at my PowerRider case. There's things I want to talk about, but at the same time, I just don't know if I should still weigh it out, just because I don't really know how by the end of February is going to go, because today is like January 27th. So today I should have put out essentially the monthly unboxing for January, because my collectible stuff I still have nothing on that. I was assuming I would have at least gotten or Zrykin would have gotten something out of like the December stuff, or at least my cross build and my Sentai, or like the Sentai Mecha Gashapon keychains. I would have assumed I would have gotten something out of that. Then again, like Collectibles did go on like a week break, so that did kind of like, so I was like, okay, I guess I have to wait for like a few weeks for that. But I still, according to Zrykin, we still have not received anything on those things. I don't even know if the CSM Amazon's driver alpha version got a localized release. I don't think it did. So we haven't received anything on that, and that kind of worries me, because I'm fearing that they're gonna end up bundling the stuff we got in December with like the stuff that is gonna come out by the end of this month, which are the two-thirds of the Zero One Memorial sets and the ARC driver. Because that means we're just gonna get like blasted with like pre-order or like paying off pre-orders. So which is why I also want to say that like that's why I'm saying I don't really know how this month is gonna go, because it's just like I clearly do want to actually get a buy box out of the way. Just because we only have like 3 small things, and I need to like, I need to fill it up to actually make it worth it. But other than that, you know, with the other, I do have plans for what I plan on getting next, but I'll get to that. So obviously we're starting off with 2 Mandarake packages, just because this is essentially the stuff that like I needed to get off of what I couldn't get last month, because I have a small box and a big one, or a long one, essentially in the same capacity as the Soto box from last time, because initially I would have just done one store, but then because Zrykin didn't want to pick up one of the things initially, because he said to wait, even though I was like, well he's, I understand why he said to wait, but it's just like, I'm like, it's here, we might as well just get it now. So then, like, you know, I don't have to, because I feel like, you know, it's just kind of a waste to like, or it's a waste of a slot to like use that, get this one thing in for that. But I don't know, you can argue against that. So this one, in a while, actually coming in a small packet, so I assume this one was actually, the shipping for this one should have at least been cheap. I hope it was, because I looked at the invoice, I couldn't find it. The label's down here, so I'm gonna have to rip it off. Screen off the camera. I couldn't rip it off, but I don't know. Like doing this order was just kind of not like. I just haven't really. It doesn't make. I just don't really feel good. Like, I just don't like asking Dragon, like, oh shoot, we gotta do another one of these, and he would just be like, no, I think we're done for the month, and I'll be like, okay. Cause it's just, that's the thing too, is like, I want to be done with, like, I really want to be like Dragon and just like, you know, take a break for a while, but it's just like the issue is that we can't because we're already falling behind, and I really want to try to, like, I'm already behind on my own schedule, like, and as I said before, like, Dragon didn't like the fact I brought up a schedule, so it's just like so it's just kind of like, well, what am I supposed to do about it then? It's like, do I just, like, not do anything for the channel or what? Because it's just like, I mentioned this before, but like, it's like, as nice as a hiatus would be, I can't do that at this point. Because I already got, you know, I'm already like too quickly building up more people. And it's like, you can't, you know, it's just like, you can't really lose that. Because if, you know, if you're gone for a while, then, like, you're gonna lose a bunch of, like, you're gonna lose a bunch of following and such, which I hate. Because it's just like, you know, I want to focus on other things, but I have to prioritize the main channel, because that's the only thing that's doing well and such. This box comes from Nakano, which seems packed reasonably. I like how tightly packed this one is. So, this one I was shooting for two things, mostly. It's just that all the rest of this is filler. So, first of all, I got the Kira no Ogashi Wonder Ride book. So that's fun. I can't do that. Come on, you can read. Well, I guess you can't. Okay. Surprisingly, this one is only like $10 now. Like, again, this is one of the things that actually dropped in price, and it's actually advertising you to do a Dragon Eagle Ogashi. I'm pretty sure that would have been called. This is obviously the Toys R Us one for the year, so. Okay, I was trying to look for the other thing I was going for. I finally received this after not getting it initially. Because the thing, when we initially looked at it, this wasn't in Sarah. But then, like, after we finished ordering, it was there. So I was just like, huh, I could have finished it right there, but I didn't. And then, you know, obviously, because we just did the one store when we quickly got the Soto stuff, so I couldn't, this still had to get held off. This is tightly together, wow. Oh, this comes with, okay. This, no, man, that's just the self barcode thing. But finally, after so long, whoops, I gained the one and only Jugless Juggler. So I finally completed a Gashapon metal set, so I'm happy about that. It's nice to actually have, you know, a juggler medal, because he is one of the more expensive ones. He's probably he's technically the most expensive out of the set if you exclude Glitter Tiga. Now, obviously, I couldn't, like, technically, yes, I could have just filled a box of these two, but I was like, well, I gotta make it worth it, honestly. So, most of these were actually kind of on, like, I don't know, I didn't actually kind of choose these. Zarkin was just searching, he's like, you want me to add this? And I was like, sure, just do it. Like, he wasn't happy with it. I got Fours, or Space Galaxy Fours, and Detective Double, or Mitante W. This one was open, so I'm pretty sure this one I'm gonna have to put batteries in. I don't remember, did Drive come with his tab? Okay, luckily Double still actually has his tab. Fours I got for new because he was only 800. I think that's the same with Double also. So after, like, essentially a hiatus long amount, that doesn't make sense, because initially I was supposed to get Double with Drive a while back, but then my Double got canceled, and then I was going to pick up Fours and Ichigo together, but Ichigo will probably be the last one I'll be shooting out for. I'll get to playing with these later, because we, you know, just to keep that consistent. Is this gonna... And then, these were surprisingly cheap. It's the, like, two out of the three last, full bottle sets. So, Hachi Marine. This one. These were both opened, which is why they're both cheap. I don't mind. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think full bottles come with instructions. But this is really cool too. But, I don't know why these two, or I don't know why. Like, I understand Bat Engine, you know, becoming expensive. But Hachi Marine and Side Dryer, I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense as to why these two also got bundled into being expensive. And honestly, like, I don't care for these two personally, but it's just like, you know, I had to get them just for the sake of just finishing it. And I think this should, well, if I get Bat Engine, then that should be it for me of all individual, full bottle, or not individual, but all retail full bottle, or second, Bat Engine will be my second to last, I meant, but, yeah. the colorful bottles. I haven't played with them in a while. They've still been just in my bin. I like the yellow for this. And Psy or Rhinos. Pretty interesting gray. And then drier. Like, I don't know. Like the last few best matches were weird, but last but not least, this one I actually did not know Nakano had. And Buffalo's trying to throw down. Okay, so Buffalo's falling on top of the full bottle boxes, but this one I didn't know Nakano had, which is the Gambarizing, or I don't know what's called specifically. It's the, yeah, I don't remember what this was called. But this was the well, this is the binder that replicates the like folder that the binder Kuroto had, and it also comes with the Gambarizing Gashat, which obviously I needed that because, you know, it's a game. Because this was the last Legend game Gashat I needed, and it's technically also it's a weird hybrid, or it's an interesting hybrid, not weird. And obviously it comes with these Gambarizing cards, and yeah. So now I actually have all the Legend game Gashats, and again, I'm like one away from collecting all the non-premium Legend Ride watches. No, Legend Rider Gashats. So there we go with that. Great. I don't know why it's not really standing. I need to pick up Builds still. Builds is for some reason a lot more expensive, but I still do not like the Legend Rider forms for X8. They're horrendous. And Juggler. Set. Right there for a thumbnail shot. Somehow I think my camera was raised. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna scan. Well, I think with my Zephyrizer is that after I actually did finish doing all the reviews and such, it's dying again. So that's fun. However, I'm really happy I'm actually going to get a Juggler thing that's actually going to have his voice and not Justice's. Because I have the Juggler Crystal and the Juggler Let. Those are not Juggler. That's literally Justice. I was gonna say what happened, but I don't remember. I'll open these up and, you know, play with them when we finish the other box, because I think, oh, I remember what that one actually has specifically. Anyways, I'm just trying to remember one last item, because I think this one was mostly the gimmick one. Yeah. So you guys go on these dash hats. I don't know what happened with Decade. Decade's like swerving. It's because of Kong. Kong and Drive are conflicting, which is, no, Ghost and Drive are falling. Which is why Horseshoe Crab started falling and such. This will obviously get covered in Volume 4, Hypocritical Saber. And then, you know, take care of that later in this video. Because we got another long box. Because this is literally the same, like, I, like, measured it beforehand. This is literally the same box as the previous one. I didn't get to throw this one out because, you know, next week's recycling, so I'll deal with it next week. This one was pretty stupid, but then because honestly it's just like I didn't want to go back to Complex again because like we already ordered from them like 3 times already. I don't want to go back to them again, so I was like, let's just deal with it now. I'm really trying to figure out what the last thing. I got 5 things here. Oops. I really don't have enough room because of the soda. I know 4 of the 5 things. I just can't recall the last thing. Okay, so you can tell. Okay, here I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So they clearly they filled out these areas and stuff. Oh, that was the last thing over. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna have to do some explaining. Because then it's just gonna like, why the heck did you do this? Right. Cyclone's hand and Orthos Vulcan's gauntlets are coming off. And Shine Assault Hopper is also disengaged. So first of all, let's go over these. Which I just decided to get. I decided to pick this one up. Happy Lampdo Alagina, just because it was only 600, and I still need to get Utaros, whatever. I'll probably actually pick them up. Like, honestly, I was just like, I'm not really in a huge rush of getting all of these, but it's there, so I'm like, okay. This one I can actually do because I know where this one is actually gonna go. Okay, let's actually try to find where it is. Okay. I like the jingle. There. Again, I'm gonna try to do this one because I really want to. Okay. I really like the jingle for Old Story Writer. It's kind of like, I guess like that's kind of the reason why I just decided to go for these two, because like I like their jingles. So, oh great, I have to do this now. I have to do this for my own amusement. I'm too impatient to wait. Jock happy. Oh yeah, this thing is dying too, so. I don't know, those are my favorites. Jock, Diego Speedy, Jock Happy, and okay. Well, okay, so I mostly love Jock, Diego Speedy, and Jock Happy. I can't think of the third one. Anyways, next up, I got another RTF because Disgracism. This is the thing I forgot about because I was like, wait, there's something small, and I was like, this thing wasn't small, it was $20. So, you know, I do like King Lion Dai Senki. I kind of wish it had more color. Like the suit, I think is fine with its color. I just wish it wasn't just mostly Tenku no Pegasus is blue, and I wish he actually had like a different color. And apparently the full name of this thing is the Mode Change RKF. That's actually interesting. I'm actually surprised they actually managed to just put this on one box. I still need to get this set. Just because I don't know, I like form change gimmicks. Like, to this extent, not to this. But yeah. You would just get thrown to the side. And before we get to the dumb, stupid thing, these things I thought were actually cool. I decided to go for these, and they're actually kind of bigger than I was expecting to be. But, so I got more Ichiban Kuji stuff, because I haven't gotten that stuff in a while. And I think initially this was just going to be it. It was just going to be Ichiban Kuji stuff and then the big, dumb, expensive thing. So, I want a total of 4 of these. I got half because, you know, 2 of them I mostly wanted 2 of them, but then I was like, just double it. So, I don't know how to open this. So I got the visual sheets for both Gaim, because I thought this was amazing. Obviously, this only has the base writers from the first arc. So, Gaim, Baron, Ryuki, and Zangetsu. upgrade on Kurakage and Bravo, but nevertheless, it's pretty nice to have this. Oh, what? Does this come with a standee? Oh, wow. And then this one I got for like... Again, this was one of the other ones I was just like, okay, fine, I guess I'll get it. The Geo one. Just because it's Geo. And it's like... I was going through my logic of like, okay, if I got the absolute conspiracy shirt for the sake of Powered being at like this very tiny corner, then I guess I got this mostly because Tsukiyomi was in it. But nonetheless, it's really cool. So there's Omageo and then obviously the main 4 riders and such. And yeah, so this is the first, like, the visual sheets are like new because obviously it says here that they're actually new and such. The 2 I do plan on going for next, or going after next, is Ryuki and Zero One. Again, I mostly just wanted to go for Ryuki and Gaim, but then I was just like, these things are cheap, so I was just like, I'll just get Geo and Zero One. So, Zero One is actually like the most expensive one, surprisingly. Zero One is $6. The rest are $4. So, yeah, this is a wave of 8. So I think the other half were Hibiki, Deno, Xaid, oh, and then Saber, of course. So, oh, so that's what that's supposed to be. So, Ichiban Kuji, Kamen Rider Saber #1, featuring Legend Kamen Rider. Okay. So Saber one, I know just included, Saber Blade Espada. The Hibiki one had, Hibiki, Ibuki, Todoroki, and Zanki. Deno obviously just had the, Den Liner crew, and I don't remember X8s at all. So, yeah, these are pretty neat. I'm not gonna do anything with them. They're just gonna hang out on my shelf upstairs if I actually do bother putting these up, but I got them because they're pretty pieces of art for pretty cheap. Okay, here's the stupid toy. So, I'll actually take this one, take the bubble wrap off of this one off screen, so then you can be like, why the heck did you get this thing? Because when we were initially looking at Soto, I spotted this thing. I was like, oh shoot, that thing's up. I think I might actually have to go for that. And Zyken's like, we can wait for the next paycheck. And I was like, yeah. But I'm not sure. I feel like that we should probably just, take precautions. Like, we can wait. So, I did it. I got the DX Kayaken Rekka Sound Update Edition. Now, most of you are going to be like, wow, PowerRider, were you really that impatient to just not wait for the March ones to get released to get it? And it's like, you can say that. And if you're probably wondering, is like, Power, didn't you pre-order it? It's like, no, I didn't. I actually couldn't. We missed the pre-order date for it because, it was the end of December? Yeah, it was the end of December. And, like, Toku Collectibles did have it out for a bit longer, but then they eventually closed it. I was like... But then, like, I was telling Draken this before, and just telling him, like, with the Sound Update Edition, it was just like, or like with this thing, I was just kind of thinking over and just like, I'm like, whether or not it was actually kind of cheaper and more better if I just picked it up off of Mandarake without the brown packaging. For like, because I was essentially just saying, or I was essentially thinking, it would just be a lot cheaper for me to just not pre-order it. Because obviously full deposit or like full payment on Toku Collectibles for this is $120, which is like, it's kind of not really worth it. This thing I got for $70, but technically shipping wise, I would assumed it would be like, or at least like $30 less or something like that. Like, because what I have to assume, like, shipping on this would be like I'll at least be saving like $20 on shipping. Like, so like obviously like this thing in total would be like around 100, but like I was like, I'll at least be saving on shipping. So there's that, but I don't know. This thing is going to be an experiment for me, especially because I never got to experience, or like, I mostly, well, the main reason why I got this thing, despite not watching the show, is just for, you know, the experience, and on the fact that, you know, that you can, you know, this is essentially taking the technology that Yokai Watch has been doing for years and finally incorporating it in another property. Because that's the thing I kind of got bugged at Bandai with. It's like, guys, like, why are you giving Yokai Watch like all this cool stuff and then like letting your other franchises bite the dust? So for them to finally incorporate this in a Rider series is neat. I don't know why Saber, though. I think this would have been cool if they did it with Zero One, but I understand with Saber because you know, the Wonder Ride books are not, or like we all would have just assumed that the Wonder Ride books would have had it, but I think it's kind of smart that they will actually put it with the Seiken itself. Because I think we all would have assumed that they would have released this. They would have done this by the end of the series anyway, but to actually, you know, propose it as a sound update thing with this, you know, micro SD or SD card and such is neat. And here's the box, which is actually pretty cool. Like, I like how premium this one is, because obviously this is like, the blog already stated it already that this is our memorial item for the year. But it's just that, you know, they want to have a different experience on it by, you know, making it, like, yearly instead of, like, just throwing it at us by the end of the year. Which I think is actually pretty smart. But, other than that, or not, I don't know. But basically, essentially, that's why for me with Saber, that's why I've been trying to, like, that's why I try to, like, you know, pick up the respect books that are kind of necessary towards this thing. Which is, you know, why I picked up the, like, I didn't need to pick up the entire, the Swords of the Logos buckle just for, oh, did I not put this in completely? Okay. For, Kotoba San Kyodai, but, you know, like, I'm just like, I might as well just have it in DX. But the last thing I technically need to get to be up to date with this thing is the booster, which I think I might pick that up next time. I really don't know. Okay, so but other than that, I'm mostly good with what this thing can do with my books. It's also just kind of why I'm not really, like, you know, in a rush to get, like, any of the other, like, extra books, because they're not going to do with anything special within this. Like, yes, there's the possibility, like, obviously, because it's the Sound Update Edition, there's the possibility of that actually happening, but, I don't think it will. And also, I guess I just want to say, too, oh, I was going to say this, but I don't know how I'm wording this. I will do a video, because I did promise this, that I will do, because I do have it in hand now, I will, as soon as I can, I will do a tutorial on how to update this. Because I'm honestly I'm not going to wait until I actually do review Saber to, you know, put up a tutorial, because everyone's going to have one already. So I might as well just quickly put that up beforehand. So there's a stupid twist to it, but you guys are not going to know. So have fun being disappointed, for sure. But anyways, what else? I really don't know what I was going to say. Gosh. It had to do something with this. But, I am at a lack of thinking right now. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Like, I guess some things I want to talk about with this thing, because I did actually just, you know, before this thing came in and such, I was just reading through some stuff on it via the official site and such. And I actually read the terms of condition for it, because I was initially, you know, before this thing, I was initially trying to see if, like, I can possibly actually get, like, any of the possible previous updates for this toy and such, because, you know, I want the experience of, like, each week and such, even though it's like, what's the point if you can just go to, like, the newest update and such. But then I read through the terms and services, and technically it's against the terms and services to actually, like, distribute the updates. So I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense as to why no one has done it then. Okay. If it's on the term, like, if it's against the terms of services to distribute the previous updates, then to archive them, then okay. I guess I won't do that. I still want to, but I wanted to, like, privately do that, I guess, but, like, I guess I won't be able to distribute it, obviously, until the end of the series, because I also, you know, because it states that this service is going to end by the end of this year. So I'm like, huh, okay. So it's just like, well, someone's going to have to archive the final update, at least, for anyone that bothers to buy this toy after 2021, because then it's utterly pointless then. If, like, it's utterly pointless to buy this toy if you can't, like, download the file. So, yeah. I don't know why I'm making this the thumbnail and such, but, or making this the thumbnail for this, but, I will cover this via Hypocritical Saber Volume 4. Volume 4 is actually going to be one of the shorter ones, just because nothing released in January. And, as of now, I personally don't want to pick up the Seiken Psycho driver. Or Psycho driver. I don't know if it's supposed to be Psycho. Like, you know, Psycho Kyutama or Psycho. I think it's supposed to be Psycho. So, yeah, this is going to be it for Hypocritical Saber. Volume 4. Unless, no, I don't know if, like, any, like, February stuff is going to be added. Like, Primitive Dragon and such. Because that's all I plan on picking up for February. So, yeah. But anyways, that's it for this portion of the unboxing. But because, you know, like what I said, we need to be equal with things. Okay, so this just came in. I know what it is because I opened it twice, but from the label too. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is what it is? And I am wearing my sweatshirt again because it's really cold and I need to learn to wear sweatshirts for their purpose and not for outside purposes. Because honestly, I guess this is too much information, but I literally only wear sweatshirts outside. I don't know why. Everything else, you know, just short sleeves and such, but, you know, I should actually wear sweatshirts for their main purpose of keeping you warm. And not just because it's the summer and you have to cover your arms. So, yeah, I already know what this is. Which, this is the, Super Sentai, I don't know, DX, Mecha collection. You might be wondering why the heck I decided to go for these. Because it's just like, you know, these are like unconventional and such. But it's like, oh man, is it taped? Is it really taped? Oh gosh. Right. So, how are you supposed to deal with this tape? So these were revealed, not revealed, a listing of these like popped up since November and I was intrigued by it. So wow, that's interesting for sure. So there is the box for Miteki Shogun, and here's the logo. Can I stand it up? Yep. And let's look at the pamphlet first. So here's the front. So this was a thing that got listed back in November, then they revealed it in the month after. So essentially this is a Gashapon set just filled with miniaturized versions of 90s Sentai mech. So as you can see here, we have the Jetman duo with Jet Icarus and I don't think that's right. Yeah, Jet Icarus and Jet Garuda. Then G-Ranger, we got Daijujin and Dino Caesar. Dragon Caesar. Oh gosh. And then we got Dairanger with Daireno and One Tiger. One Tiger is not its name. That's not the mech name. And then obviously what I have here, Kakaranger with Miteki Shogun and Kakare Dai Shogun. Obviously, as you guys know, Kakaranger is my absolute favorite Sentai. So, you know, for me, actually wanting more Kakuranger stuff, I'm like, I need to start doing that. Because it's like literally the only Kakuranger thing I have as of now once I close the capsule. I don't know why this is difficult. But hey, it's at least a capsule. Yeah, this is interesting. They actually have arrows specifying. There we go. The only Kakuranger thing I have is the Nin Shuriken, which I literally just got like what, at the beginning of last year. I wanted the Super Sentai Artisan Doran changer for my birthday, but that just couldn't happen because I decided to go for Gaim stuff. So, and Zarkin's still kind of reluctant on getting that for me. So, this one's hard. Okay. Appreciate the different colored tabs. Am I going to get intruded? Oh no. Yep. So my niece came down. I just gave her the 1,000 jacker. I'm just like, here, take it. She wasn't even looking at it. But I'm just like, here, take it. You never seen this thing. Oh, okay. That's how you remove the tape thing. So here is Kakure Dai Shogun, which I know I should probably wait for Hasbro's attempt, but I really do still want to pick up. I really would have liked to pick up the Legacy Ninja Megazord. But the issue is that I don't have a Toys R Us in my city, so like that's like the one Legacy thing. No, they did two well, I've seen the Falcon Zord in person at a GameStop once. But this was at the point, like, we knew that Power Rangers is dead again, but it's going to. But, like, this is at the time where like, we knew that Hasbro was going to take the franchise, so it was just like, there's not really any point. Yeah, I really like how they made this look like paper and cardboard. I really appreciate that. Yeah. So I just got these off of Collectibles for like $12 together because these individually are $6, which is kind of like, you can say it's pricey. I was just like, you know what? I need more Kakuranger stuff. I might as well pick it up because they're pretty neat things overall. Probably gonna. Now, I don't know if I can do more to add them, or I don't know if I can actually add them to my pen drive, because I don't know if my pen drive can hold enough stuff anymore, because this doesn't want to stand anymore, which is kind of annoying me. I'm dumb. my pen drive's upstairs because I needed it for school stuff. But it's just like I don't know if my pen drive can actually handle more, essentially, because you know, it's small. But I might rearrange how this is because I'm not really liking how this is going. So I've seen a bunch of like people just take pictures of like their fingers holding these, and it's hysterical. Yeah, see. This is probably how I actually want to do it. So just to have the logo in the back. I think it's technically supposed to be at the front, but I don't know, it just kind of like, it gets in the way, especially because of how it's faced. So I'll just simply turn that around. And yeah, so like, I know it could have just been like, well, you could have gotten these later, or gotten these definitely for cheaper, but I'm like, $12. It's just like, you know, it's fine. I got keychains off of Kachidoki for $8, so I don't really mind how much I got these. Now, it boggles me that Collectibles has, you know, given me these. I don't have my cross build. So I don't know. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm kind of thinking on the same boat as Dragon with this Mini-Po Kira Majin, that maybe I don't know, is either that possibly he could have gotten an invoice on it but just never paid it, or he never got it. Because again, it's like I had to kind of rely on Zarkin on this stuff. But other than that, like, obviously these are just $12 or like $6 keychains, and I like them. I don't know what else to do. just move on. I would, if only I can stand them. Oh wow, that's cool too, that the boxes are actually different sizes. They really took consideration of these. I still really want the mini plus for these, but they're impossible. I know the Shogun Megazord got localized, but I have never seen it at Barnes & Noble. It's apparently still at Barnes & Noble's, but not at my Barnes & Noble's. My state just, or not my state necessarily, but my city sucks. And obviously this one was premium Bandai, so that's obviously going to be impossible. I want Super Mini Plus for Kakuranger and Live Man. And they're they're difficult. While Zarikin gets to have the Mini Plus he wants, I can't, because we missed it. I just want more Kakuranger stuff. Gosh. Okay, so this was a box that was apparently supposed to arrive last Thursday or Friday, but it never did. That's what Zarikin told me, which is why he was extremely confused as to like whenever like he'll ask him like, so like, did anything come in? And I'll be like, no, like, nothing did. And then he'll be like, but it said it was supposed to come in, so it should. And I'm like, nothing came in. Because technically the box that was supposed to be with, or that's gonna be after this portion, was supposed to be the one that was supposed to be coming first. because we ordered that. Well, it's going to be now like 2 Saturdays ago, because today's the 15th. So 13. So 5th, I guess. I don't know. Like we got it on the 5th, but then I'll explain it in the next part. But anyways, this is here. I initially wanted to get another thing, but then Draken didn't do that. So yeah. And the thing too is that he did initially want to get a figure off of here, but then he didn't know what the figure was, because even though he listed it, he said he didn't. Like, I saw him put it on the list too, so I don't know what he's claiming about how he didn't list it. It's pretty obvious what this one is. So, did I cut it? Yeah, I did. Okay, but the Amiko manga has begun. Okay. It sucks that I sliced it, but no. Gosh, Ami with your excessive packaging. This is why I wanted to put in another item in, so then the packaging was at least worth it. Or the shipping would have been worth it. I don't even know what the shipping was. Well, I guess as long as it's here, it's fine. It's like, well, then you have to still cater prices, because, you know, they just recently, since the beginning of this year, increased the DHL prices. But yeah, I got Soul Chronicle Gaim too. Of course. Let's see the lineup for this. Whoops. I stabbed something. I don't know what it stabbed, but... Okay, so we got... Okay, what the heck? So... You gotta be kidding me. He was 2 Gon Kachidokis. What? No. Why? Why would you do that? Just because he's the first figure? No! Why? Why would you think this will be okay? Who the heck am I supposed to give this to? Like, Zorakin's gonna be like, well, you can give it to me, but I'm like, I want to actually give it to someone. I don't know. So that's not fun. Because what would have made sense would have been Jimbo Lemon. Or the Jimbo arms, because of the fact you're only given 2. For some reason, you're only given 2 of these instead of 4. It's like, really? You couldn't just push it? And like, you're given all the belts, so it's like, well, that's fun. I can only form 1 and not be able to form the rest because you guys limited it. Zangetsu Shin. Then Baron Lemon Energy. Which, this is technically the only, like, re-release they have. Because it's still just the Baron body, just remolded with the Genesis driver. Obviously, because that's how it originally was, so. Yeah, I'm actually pretty, like, if I have to be honest, I'm actually pretty excited for this one the most, and that would probably be Kachidoki. But if this lineup, I guess it had to be fair. I like the first set. Like, I definitely do. But I absolutely love the first set. This set, like, I'm fine with. It's just, like, you know, it's just 2 Gaims and Zangetsu Shin and Baron. So, this is the extras, but why is there 2 Kachidokis? Like, if they did Jimba, then maybe I would have actually done the other forms. Because I've actually decided I'm giving up on trying to make Guy and Banana arms, because it's just incredibly hard to do that. But yeah, I will put these together when I'm not busy with school stuff. Because I need to do that. But then maybe tomorrow I'll actually sit down and do that. No, maybe. it really depends. But yeah. Hope people is probably here with the second part of this unboxing. Today is February 18th. We ordered this, or we essentially set our order in on the 5th. I'm just gonna rip that off. So yeah, this was literally almost 2 weeks, because according to Ryuki, this was supposed to come last Thursday. However, it never did, because apparently Complex literally just held this through and was still in the check-in process. Then a few days later, they finally like went through and like sent it out and such. So I was kind of hoping it will arrive tomorrow, or not tomorrow. I was kind of hoping it arrived yesterday, but then it didn't, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. But honestly, because of something, excuse me, you know what, I'm fine with that coming today, such. So, yeah, again, we've been ordering from Complex, because Complex just has everything we need. This one was, again, supposed to be a small one, but then it ended up being big because jackpot, of all things. So, here it is. I'm just gonna pan it up, because why not? And, you know, typically, I think the previous part was supposed to be the Ami one with little Carnival Gaim 2, which I did put together 2 days ago. I put that, like, the day after I got it, because I got that on Monday. And then, like, I was supposed to do school stuff, but I was like, and you know what, I'm just gonna put it together. So I'll bring it over once I'm done with this, because, you know, the way that we're handling this month's unboxings is interesting. Typically, yes, I would use this. However, I wanted to debut a new cutter, the Cloud Box Cutter. Yes, this thing. This, I think my sister got this for me like not 2 weeks ago. I want to say 3 weeks. I'm actually probably going to say 2 weeks ago. She wanted, like, initially she was getting it for herself, but then, like, she was, like, getting a pack worth of these, like, 3, I think. So she was like, oh, I think it came in 3 colors, so like white, pink, and blue. She's like, I'll take the pink one, white one's extra, and I'll give you the blue one. I was like, oh, okay. And I know it's like, Power, this is such a downgrade to an X-Acto knife that you're already, like, broke the tip for. And it's just like, yeah, it is. But you know what? I want something that's probably actually a box cutter and not an X-Acto knife for arts. So, yep, the grand debut of a new knife after technically 3 years. Oh yeah, I cut my nails too. After I put together Solo Chronicle Gaim, because I realized when I was switching the arms and such, I actually broke my nail. It was for Baron. So, where does this come out? So, look at this thing. Now it can look aesthetically cute. And, whoa. Okay. How do I... Do I just push it down? What? Okay. So let's do this. Well, great. I can't look at the phone because of my screen protector. So, wow. You hear that and feel it? Yeah, that's clearly off, but oh well. Okay. Okay, so this is my only issue as of now. I can't seem to... Okay, so I can't really seem to figure out how to bring that down, but I don't know. I'm keeping this next to me. Oh, great. Okay. Let's bring this down. Okay, I'm trying to get myself comfortably, but I can't, so I guess I'm actually scooting my chair. So, let's look at how Complex packed it. Obviously, they did it unfairly because the shipping on this thing was abysmal. Cool. Yeah, this is abysmal, but let's go over the main things. I feel like Complex overstuffs their boxes. I like now Complex is probably like my third, or like, yeah, honestly, they're probably going to be my third favorite store because of this, but like, that's a box. We'll get this over with first. So these just suddenly like appeared, and I really like how they paired them off for obvious reasons. Oh gosh, I really don't like doing this, but so, first of all, I got the rest of book 2 I wanted. So I got blades, So I got Fantastic Lion. Now, see, this thing was an extra hypocritical saber opening. I had to get a Spada Golden Aegina. This, I don't like this at all. And then for the start of book 3, why am I struggling? Crimson Dragon from book 3. I don't understand why this isn't red. Because look at this inconsistency now. So we have the Wonder... So like Blades and the Spada are in their respective colors and not Saber. That bothers me so much, and the Spada can just fall. Really don't like I had to get this figure, but I had to. For the sake of completion. Because honestly, it's just... I like the Wonder combos together. But it's just like, I really don't like a Spada. He's very concerned with all he's getting on me. It's not that I don't like him, I disregard him entirely. So here's the other half of Soto's. Originally I was actually going to get this through Naita. But then, again, these solos showed up. So, Zreiken got Buster, so we essentially have almost the entirety of book 2. I think yeah, because he has Dragon Buta-san. I have Orthos Vulcan, and no one's picking up Abaddon. So, I got, oh no, it's already opened. Oh no, fear. I got King Lion Daisenki on the whim, because originally this was the only one up. Oh no. But why is he yellow? Or like orange? I'm sorry, I'm not saying anything, but I'm just looking at it. And this is the last one I got because this one showed up. I finally got a Bai Kaiser because he finally became available. After how long? I don't know. This guy was unavailable for a while. I only got the one for now because so then I can make the Bai Kaiser, but I might get 2 more just to make these 2. So but yeah, so you might be thinking, oh, was this mostly just for Soto? No. These were like box fillers. This thing was also a box filler because this thing I just saw the day before we actually got stuff. So there's this, like, I forgot what this is called, but like, it's Gattack, so I had to get it. How the heck does this work? I like the art. How old is this? I'm going to assume 2006. Because Ichigo from the first is here. Then there's Callus, Hibiki, and Ryuki survive. Wow. Is this the first wave or second wave? Because Gattack is number 2. I'm going to assume it's the second wave, but yeah. Oh, 2007. My bad. Oh, this is really cool. So this was only like, again, like the amount of these. So. This one was another minor one. But I got this one for obvious reasons. And you're wondering, why are you showing it? Show it to us! They bubble wrapped this interestingly. See, like, they actually, like, personally, I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too hard. Yeah, I was gonna say, they personally bubble wrapped it. Like, they cut out squares and such, but no, I'm just dumb. I got another Hondana. And I assume this one's opened already, so yeah, it's just, oh, what the heck, they put it in the wrong way. Yeah, so it's opened and such. It's, you know, I don't mind. Just because it doesn't, at this point, I don't care. I just need more of these. So I got another shelf. So this is my second one. Okay. So this thing I'm pretty psyched about, because this thing was kind of the main reason why I had to go to Complex. To which, it's the Kiwami Loxy. This... So I want to know what the catch is with this one. Wow. Okay, there's no, like, it's not cigarette burned, so that's good. Because I was kind of, like, concerned that that might be the reason why why it was $25. Man. Obviously, I'm gonna have to fill in the batteries, but man, this is satisfying. That's cool. And the best part with this was that it actually came with the Senyu point. Okay, no, nothing suspicious. This is a fine deal then. Wow, that's satisfying. Wow. But yeah, I'm very psyched to actually finally own the Kiwami Loxy. And I'm actually happy I got it for 25 because there's one on Nagoya that's 25. However, it only has the Kiwami Lockseed pictured. So, which is why I assume everyone's skipping over it because it's just, you know, most of the listings for the Kiwami Lockseed loose is just the Kiwami Lockseed. Because for some reason with this thing, or at least according to Mercari, this is like this is like nearly $50 and it's just not worth it. And honestly, this is way better than the ones I've seen on Mercari, because the ones on Mercari just have like the orange completely scratched out and such. But I'm very happy I got this for $25, genuinely. Because this is one of the last few Gaim retail things I need. Because now I just need the Sonic Arrow, which I was actually initially going to get to, but then that sold out on Sapporo, which I didn't mind. I really wanted to go for this, mostly. Obviously, I'll play with it more whenever I actually can. Man. And I was just thinking it over again, but I'm like, is this literally my third final? No, this is my fourth final form item, which is kind of sad. I really don't have a lot of final form stuff. That's really depressing, because I think Mugen was my first. No, Grand Geo was my first final form item. Then I got Mugen, the Mugen Ghost icon. Then I got 02. And now I have this thing. But I really still need to try to go for Tridron and Genius. But I'm really ecstatic about this. And now, essentially oh wow, this is heavy. The thing that made this, I guess, expensive, because technically this could have been cheap, but this was the initial thing I was going for in the first place, and then I was going to get the Santaro books if I did get this off of Naita. But I got the booster because I need it for the sound update edition for the Kaijin Recta. Just so then I can have 2 additional phrases. Woohoo! So there, I got the Dragon Neck booster and the King Lion booster. So, luckily, by the time I was actually going to, like, get this thing, the price dropped. Oh, this thing only needs LR44s? Oh, that's cool. I don't need to supply batteries. But, can I scan this thing? Let's try. So, like, initially, this thing was only, like, what, $30? But then, it was $30, and I was actually going to get it used from Naita. However, it dropped to $25, and I was like, you know what, that's a fine price. I don't think I can reach it. I don't, because I think the heads are here, and then the booster should be down here. please read the instruction sheet before playing with toy. Yeah, I don't think I can get it. Yeah, I don't think I'm able to get that. So you're just gonna have to wait until I unbox it, which this, just like the Ojuken Susune, will actually not be featured in a Hypocritical Saber opening. Instead, it's going to be featured in an unboxing of some sorts. Because I'm actually kind of thinking now, I think like the unboxing, I don't know. The unboxing stuff I did in the first half, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or if I'm just going to make that its own separate video. Just because it does take a lot of time. Because I think that was like 46 minutes, but then for this case, it's just like, we should probably cut that down. I'm going to quickly switch this around. Because I did not expect the Dragon Neck booster to be this huge. Oh no, there's box A. How do they label these? How do they label these boxes for? Oh yeah, they're just labeled as like set A and set B. Just because there's not really a way. Especially, well, okay, King Lion Dai Senki has it as like body and then armor, but you can't really do that for like the Wonder combos. Whoops. Let's put Buster here. Okay. So there. Zarek and I agreed that like the next, I guess next paycheck. Oh, okay. This one for sure is like, we only did one store this time, and we're gonna probably actually try to like cut it down to that because like I really don't, especially because initially I was gonna go like ham on Geo and be like, well, we gotta like get this and this and this, but because of all the stuff that's happening with Geo, it's just like I think it's actually personally fine that we've pushed Geo back a bit. It's just Saber and Zero One I'm kind of like needing to like, I'm kind of becoming needy on like, okay, like we need to get these stuff. The stuff that I don't already have pre-ordered and such. And the thing that I'm not, I don't know, the thing that I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing too. I don't think this will be in the next order exactly because honestly, our next Mandarake order needs to be smaller. It's going to be complex, but I'm just literally planning on picking up the subtles for Dragon Neck Knight and Slash, just so then I can actually build them. Because I'm actually going to hold off all my Saber stuff. I'm going to hold off the Saber ones until I get the other two figures. So, yeah. And then I need to, I don't know, if there's another Hondana, I'll pick that up. But, if Zreiken wants to actually pick up the stuff that got canceled on him, because he got a full armor Gundam, I don't know which one, but that got canceled on him, so that ended up, so then Buster ended up becoming his only thing. If they still have Kaisers, I'll pick that up, and we probably need to pick him up at another Soul Chaka Henshin wing form. But other than that, because I don't want it to be the case where because, I don't know, just because it's getting to me now, I think I might actually pick up the Kogoken Psycho and the Psycho Driver and the X-Swordman book. Just because I really love the standby for that book. Which I'm like, man, this means I have to buy this. Luckily, X-Swordman is 18. While the Kogoken Psycho is 35. So it's at prices that are manageable. I'm honestly probably going to wait until Primitive Dragon gets released, which is next week. I'm not sure, especially because as of now, X-Swordman's in a different store, and I'm like, I really just want to wait until, like, it's within a store. Like, both of those items are in the same store. So then I can get them together and not have to, like, get them separately. But I'm not sure how we're doing things. I'm just trying to, like, alleviate, like... Because, like, I would say we're doing pretty good on, like, you know, still having money and such whenever, like, we order from Mandarake and such. But, like, you know, like, especially this month, because it's not really anything. I'm just trying to cut down to, like, 1 month and then, like... I think... Oh, I still technically need to pick... Like, I'll say... Like, I guess I need to... If I have to clarify... I just realized something. Okay, so... Both Fantastic Lion and... Excuse me. Crimson Dragon, in the respective books, are boxes 3 and 4, and Golden Adagina and King Lion Daisenki are respectively boxes 5 and 6. That's honestly pretty funny. But I just need to get again, like, I really want to get Slash, but then he was technically the only one sold out. If Slash was actually there, I probably would have actually started building this, but then I was like, I guess I'm getting... Because at first, I didn't know who was getting Dragon Ignite. I don't know if it was Riken or me. But I guess I'm the one getting Dragon Ignite, so... Yeah. And then, obviously, with book 4, I'm only getting Dragon Bremen out of that set, because Riken's the one that's going to be getting, like, the 0-1 Sotos, so, like, Arc Scorpion and Arc 0-1 for the sake of completing Arc. He did have the Sotos for Arc 0 and Arc 1 sitting here, but I actually put them where their stands are, because he only had them there because I guess he was showing them off when he was doing his video on the Arc Driver, which I technically need to edit. But I've been doing school stuff. Not enough. But what else? Yeah, and then as I said before with the other Wonder Ride books, like, the ones that you technically only just need, like, to buy up, like, 3, and then, like, you know, essentially, like, the throwaway ones. Old Story... I'm sorry if I keep repeating them. Old Story Rider, Happy Rider, Santara Rider, World Story Rider. I guess those 4, because the only ones I really cared about were 0-1. And then technically I really want to complete Old Story Rider for the sake of the jingle. Happy Rider I'm letting sit. And I need to technically pick up Old Story, no, Santaro and World Story. Just because World Story, I'm not sure if I'm actually going to pick them all up. I think I actually might end up doing so, just because I actually really like those books, and because those are technically the Legend Rider counterparts for the Saber Riders. Because these I forgot I have 0-1s. The first page is literally like this for Saber. So technically that's their way of saying, hey, look, we do have Legend Rider books. It's just not a Legend Rider book. And it's not as, like, neat. Why is it blurry? Yeah, if I'm talking for this long, then I'm definitely gonna have to cut the unboxings to their own video. What else? Oh, I still need Happy Hansel Nuts Till Gretel, but I want that thing, like, sealed. Like, I guess for, like, World Story Writer or for Happy Writer, the way I'm approaching it is that I'm only gonna get, like, 3 of those. I'm going to get the main ones, like Happy Brave Dragon, Happy Lion Senki, and then I already have Happy Golden Aegina, Happy Lamthaw Aegina. Like, I might pick up Happy Jaku Dragon for hysteric reasons. For hysteria. Just because I think it's funny. But, like, obviously I'm picking up all, like, variants on Hansel Nuts Till Gretel because Slash is my favorite writer, but, like, for Happy Writer's sake, I'm only picking up 3 main writers. And I technically would want to do that also with World Story Writer, but then I think because they're neat enough, I will actually probably pick them all up. However, with the Kyogoken Saikyo, I'm actually going to wait until the Kane toy release because despite, you know, my struggles of applying the stickers, I want one that actually is fully built, or that has a full build, stable build, and not Gashapon. Even though I don't have any of those yet because I'm still very behind with my Legend Rider stuff, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to say this again, but my plan for next month for sure, yeah, and this is pretty stupid, it's just to get all the Legend Rider, like all the DX Legend Rider books. Like, I don't know why March specifically. I'm just like, well, it's just because, like, March for pre-order wise is very light on us because I'm only getting the Zero One stage show, and as of yesterday, the Dark Zet Riser actually got pushed to March, so I'm like, I'm actually kind of relieved. Just because I'm like, because Striken has to pay off his CSM's Amazon's driver alpha version pretty soon whenever that gets released. And obviously we have the Yodon Changer and the Metsubo Jinrai Memorial set. Because yes, I did receive the Hiden and the AIM set. They're sealed because I'm waiting for the Metsubo Jinrai set, so. Whoops. So, having the Dark Zet Riser being pushed is just relieving because that just saves extra money and stress. So, which is why I was like, okay, March, we can just blow it on Legend Rider books. Because, another thing that's been in the works since November, that's the thing that Zorgan and I said that we're gonna just deal with, because literally it's been sitting there since November. So, we can, and also just because of what I want to do, if that isn't the case, then obviously I'll delay stuff for the end of the month, but I don't know. I'll just move on. We still have at least, like, I don't know how much more several parts we have. Like, I'm gonna say at least 3. Okay, so, for the sake of this, I think this is just going to be, this is probably actually going to be one more part typically, because it is near the end of the month, I would push this to be like the start of the next one, but then because schedule is really hectic so it's like, it's not that it's hectic, it's just like I'm literally trying to throw together next month's videos just because I have to delay my plans again, so I heavily apologize for that. The Zero One reviews are still held back, just because I still don't have what I need. No, I need one more thing, then I can actually finally start doing it. But anyways, before that, I don't know, it's so weird. I got things in the span of 3 days because I got this all on Saturday. First things first, I finally got myself a Dino Fury Morpher after not being able to get one at my own Target because for the first time in the year, or it was like the first time ever since I got out of the house back in early February. No, I'm gonna say late January. When was the last episode of Absolute Conspiracy? That day. Yeah, that was late January or mid-January. Just because, like, so all of us went to a cousin's house for something. Then, like, because they have a Target near them, like, we were just kind of like, oh, should we go there? And it's like, oh yeah, sure. Obviously my main goal was to get this, and then to sway my sister into actually allowing me to get this. I don't know, we're kind of thinking of picking up of whatever they had of like albums, because I know, like, obviously because K-pop is actually going mainstream now, so they're actually selling those locally. Beforehand, it was literally just Barnes and Noble, but you know, Target only had like 2 versions of, I think they only had the black and pink version of the album from Blackpink. I don't know. I don't know anything of it. So it's like, obviously, like, the first thing I did is just go storm into the toy section. And then, like, all I saw was Lightning Collection. They only had Wave 7. It was, like, white and red. And then they had the Versus packs, but they were the Spectrum boxes. So I was just like, no, like, it has to be here. And then, like, I saw the peg that had the name for this thing, and I just kept saying, look, like, to Zrika, and I was just like, look, the peg's there, like, the peg's up there, where the heck is the actual thing? And I was like, should I even bother asking? I don't want to bother anyone, especially because, you know, the fact that they're the ones putting their lives on the line to constantly go to this place every day and such, so I don't want to bother them. Like, hey, do you have this toy here? And they probably don't want to be like, why you, out of all people, ask for this toy? So, you know, I didn't want to bother and such, so I was just like, well, I'm just gonna wait until it actually pops up on Amazon. And then, like, I think a few weeks it actually did pop up on Amazon for reasonable price, and actually fulfilled by Amazon, not by third party. So the packaging's alright. It got crushed. Like, I literally got it, like, because I can just left the box in my chair, and it was like literally a face like this. It's fine for what it is, and you know. Trying to cycle through this all. This is a toy you do not want to play in the store. The moment you play with this in the store, put it back on the shelf, get out of the store, like, run out of the store as fast as you can, stand right next to the sphere for the next few minutes, kick it, make sure security doesn't get you, walk back into the store, pick it up with regret, an embarrassment, and then to, you know, harm yourself more, don't go to self-checkout, go to a cashier and be like, and just put it on the conveyor belt, and then have them scan it, and just look down at yourself and be disappointed in yourself, and then they're gonna be like, sir, that'll be $19.99. The light went out, and you're gonna be like, here, just put it on my credit card. I can't even pay it off. Just, you know, I'm already in like billions of debt and such, and they're just gonna be like, okay, sir. And they're like, have a nice day, and like, you too. And then just walk out of the store, see the red sphere crushing all the cars in the driveway or the parking lot, and then just stare at yourself, look at the morpher, and be like, I could have just imported this. And then just throw it at your car, and then get yourself in jail. This is the only other thing I got from Amazon. This one just arrived yesterday. Let me move this to the side. Because obviously I'm not going to open these until I get all of them. But I actually got the Red Ranger. And for some reason, like, there's like petroleum jelly on it or something. When I was like taking a picture of it yesterday, like, I just realized my fingers were like sticky, and I was like, what the heck? But yeah, he's the only figure I got because Zarikin actually kind of didn't want to do this for good reasons. Because he's like, yeah, like, we can get the morpher, but we can hold off on the figures. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that makes sense. I should put on my sweatshirt. It's cold. But essentially, I don't know. I still kind of wish I did get Boom Tower, because he is shipping to people. So I was like, oh. I know Zarikin wouldn't have liked it, but I was like, I probably should have gotten Boom Tower. But yeah, so I only got red, so I might pick a Boom Tower next time if he's available. Then blue is apparently going to actually ship to people next week, and we're all waiting for pink to still get listed. So yeah. Oh shoot, I forgot to remove this. So yeah, we got 2 more Mandarake packages because, you know, the last time around we only got the 1 package. The fact that February is almost done is kind of sad. I think it's because the complex box from the beginning of this month arrived last week. I think that's why I'm like, wow, that was really quick. So yeah, like, again, we ordered these on Saturday, and they're already, like, here. So I don't know what was the holdup with the complex box from earlier this month. But yeah, speaking of complex, we got a complex box yet again, because they're literally the only store I'm getting things at. Oh, yeah, I'm dumb. I forgot to remove the label. Why did I really assume that there was no label at the bottom? Oh, well. I at least didn't show it when I tweeted it, but we got a smaller box from Nakano because I don't know, this one was so, like, it's not unnecessary, but this one was like, I don't know, this order around kind of, this time around, I definitely felt like, okay, it's like, it kind of felt forced, like, because I'll be honest, I definitely did not need to do another Mandarake order, just because my initial plans just failed, or like, they just fell flat because of the complex box. Because, like, I was kind of, like, actually willing to, like, just not, I don't know, because, like, I think it's just because we were already doing it and such, and it's just, like, I couldn't just say, actually, never mind, let's probably wait. But I really like this cloud cutter. There's 4 items each per box. And I think Ryuki only got one thing per box. It's actually nice ordering from a store that's not complex. And I actually hope the shipping for this one was reasonable because there's not much. Okay. Man, I can't wait for recycling week next week. I can. What are you doing, Nakano? Okay, like, I appreciate the work or effort at least. What am I doing? Man, I know I can recycle these boxes now, but I prefer to just do it all in the same week. I just prefer, technically, yeah, it's more easier on me just to, like, get it over with. But, oh, well, I will just make it harder for myself. So, okay, oops. Okay, so the only reason why I got this box is because of this thing, which I don't think was worth it, but, I was just like, because I thought there was more things, but then there weren't, so it's just like, oh, like, that's essentially what this order was. It's just like, okay, how exactly can I, like, actually make this worth it for myself? The answer is, I couldn't. How exactly did you guys do it? Did you split? Yeah, I should have just. Done that. Why did I put the box back if I was just gonna throw the bubble wrap in there? Yeah, I got the Hibiki. I finally got the Hibiki book after initially getting it. Or I initially wanted it off of Nagoya when we ordered from there, but oh well. This is the only one I'm gonna get from this one. I'm not actually gonna get this one because I have specifics of what I want out of old Story Rider. But yeah. So if we really wanted to, we can listen to the sounds. I was going to say, this is a spoiler, but not really. Because I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I'm releasing this. This is in the same video. So, there it is. So this is my 4th Legend Rider book, but it's the last Candy Toy one I needed because there's surprisingly only 2. I'll get Decade whenever I'll get Decade Complete form whenever it's in a store I can actually get it at. This is Reiken's only thing out of this box. Which is the Dodo Magia. Because he has the chick. I guess I'll go over this one. This one, you can technically say is the main item, but even though it was actually this thing, I got this thing because it was just in the store, and because I got Kiwami, I was just like, okay, yeah, I guess I'll get it. There's like nothing else. But I got it on the whim, honestly. Just because it's like, oh, I got this for $25. Oh, sure, I'll get this thing for $35. So I finally own Shift Tridron after how many years? Okay, so I can't even like see the mirror, but now I just need the Shingo axe, and I'm actually done with Drive because you know, I'm kind of done with the series just because Drive has been a series I've been collecting for like 6 years at this point, so you know, it's time for me to be done with it. But this is really impressive for sure. I'm not really looking forward to having to pull out my Drive stuff, but because the only thing I have out technically still is this.
The trailer home. Triathlon home.
And then I really like how that is still maintained. But this is still out because this initially was in my bin of roleplay items, but then I think because I actually forgot this was a part of it, there's no room for it to go in, so I actually can't put it back in. Other than that, all my Drive stuff are in like the very corner of this room. So yeah, I'll personally deal with it when I have to do, whenever I get the Shingo axe. And then obviously the Drive Saga stuff I'm not too worried about. Well, because technically the Drive Saga stuff is like the last stuff I need out of Drive, and the Looping Gunner, but I don't know, Drive I'm not really worried about anymore. This thing Zreiken found, so I was just like, oh, it's there, I might as well get it. It's Gattack, so. Like, again, this is just kind of like the same thing as like last time, but I finally got a cast-off rider figure of Gattack. 7-year-old me would have been really happy in 2008. Man. Oh, shoot. I gotta get the bike now. I wanted to know if that's still available. I know that sells for like $25, but honestly, I don't care. I don't remember what is up with this one exactly. But yeah. Man, these figures are a lot more bigger than I was expecting them to be. Wow. Nothing suspicious. I hope the fingers don't break on me like my Soul Chaka Henshin. Here's a size comparison with an RKF. And Blades' fins are gonna fall off. Oh wow, yeah, this still has the articulation. Okay, so the arms can't move forward, but the legs can move decently. I don't know if I should actually be playing around with this because it feels like it can. I don't know, I'm kind of scared. So let's quickly, is there head articulation? Oh, cool, there is. So let's just quickly form him back into mask mode. I don't know if there's a specific order. Actually, wait. Yeah, to put the... I'm sorry, I'm blanking on the names. Okay, this is kind of... Yeah, so you have to put this in, then you just simply... I'm sorry if I'm playing with this when it's supposed to just be an unboxing, but you know, just deal with it. This is shaping up, and this is... I guess I'll keep that. I'm inconsistent. How do I... Is this just an extra accessory? Yeah, I guess the Zector is just an extra accessory, but man, I can't believe I... Yeah, so I think the Zector, the Gattack Zector might be an accessory and not exactly a thing you apply on him. Is this a survey? So don't put that the other way. So don't shake him. Yeah, the Gattack Zector is just an accessory. You don't necessarily, apply it to him. Okay. Honestly, I think for the fun of it, I actually probably will review this for the fun of it. Actually, I'm sorry, you're gonna get thrown out. Okay, so obviously we have to do this because it's the sake of it. I forgot how exactly this is supposed to go in. Okay, here it goes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. Wait, how did this work? How did this mechanism work? Of his horns getting flipped. How did that work? Oh, shoot. But, oh, man. I would have loved this as a kid. Let's do it again. Wait, did I flip these up or did they flip up themselves? I don't know what. Let's do it again. I don't know if it's worth for me to actually get the entire line. The only older gimmick series I actually want the entire line for is the Final Form Ride. Final Form Ride series. I loved that series when I was like back in 2009. I was addicted to it because I was having dreams about actually owning it and such. But then obviously that never happened. And I also would want to get like OCC and FMCS. Like the Forms Module Chain series is probably my favorite. If that's like next Soul Chronicle, I'm definitely jumping on it because I love Forza's module change gimmick. 3, 2, 1. Wait. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I love this so much. But man, these weapons are so small. But yeah, just let me put everything back in the box for the sake of the thumbnail. Okay, so while I was packing this back for the sake of the picture, I saw there was like a ladybug shell in like the back of it, and it was kind of disturbing. And I just realized that this was opened on both sides. Man, I like the Kabuto box packaging. Like, I don't know, it's just very pleasing. Like, the CGI models they threw in is like pretty funny. Or they're pretty funny and such. They essentially gave each rider their own logo because it wasn't that hard. But man, I did not realize I now need Gatak's bike. But technically, I think after this figure now, I just need to go for both figure arts. Because now I'm just, you know, obviously I'm just getting more of Gatak stuff. Because, you know, it's like, if I'm following the same logic that I've been going with, like, RKFs lately. Not RKFs. If I threw everything away, why did I forget to throw the tape away? But if I was going through with the same logic that I've been recently going through, of like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get, like, figures of, like, my favorite forms ever. So, like, you know, I have, like, 3 figures of Assault Wolf. And like that, for example, and like I have now 3 figures of like cross build, so it's just like, well, now I got to get like every figure of Gatak. No, never mind. I just decided to throw the tape away because I was getting annoyed. Because I was just thinking it through, like, I don't need to show it. I'll show the box. Because this is the complex one. Because again, I'll just show myself cutting it. So. Okay, so yeah, I did end up raising the camera up. Gosh, hypocrite. I always forget my phone is capable of doing this, so. The shipping for this one was stupid. But I'm gonna see why exactly it is. I want to see what Complex did that they made the shipping stupid. I didn't even cut that well. Okay, Complex, this is not cool. Okay. So. Okay, the paper's ripping on me. Just. I don't know. Was this worth the shipping? No. But. Oh well. I don't know. Yes. Boxes stacking on boxes. Okay. This is interesting. So you like just wrapped like ball wrap around. Oh, never mind. Well, they still did it very interestingly. So, speaking of Dodo, he got, well, I don't remember what this version was called, but, you know. Yeah, he's still called Dodo Magia. No, this is Dodo Custom 2. I think Dodo Magia Custom. Really? Custom can't be one character? This can't be just custom. Well, it has to be, it's custom too, because custom, man, custom is just the body with the dodo head, so. Now Zirkin has that. Then I got myself this one. because I actually forgot to get this initially, but you gotta be kidding me. You said you were just... You just said that you were... You said you were opened, but not used. Great, now I have this inconsistency within Legend Rider Gashats now, but I have a tab, and Slash just fell. What am I supposed to do with these last three? Because Charge only requires 2, so I'll take that out. So I know, so basically because I did cut out the portion of me unboxing this stuff from like late January, I actually throw it in within, these two will be thrown at the end of that separate video, so yeah, I'm at least done with the retail Legend Rider Gashats. Now, whenever Zyken gets a gamer driver, I'll pick up the premium set. But yeah, like seriously, Complex literally like listed this as like, it was opened, but it was not like used, which is why I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll go for it, but man, Complex, you broke my consistency, but I guess, you know, that problem at least could be fixed because I do have an extra tab from the booster, so now I just have to hope to get something that does have a tab that doesn't need one. Oh man, this box is destroyed. But, oh well. Okay, so let's get to the depressing part of this. So initially, this box was supposed to be more Soto for me, because literally right after we ordered that Complex package, like the one from like earlier this month, a bunch of the second half of book 3 got released. So like Jolly Dragon, Slash, and Kenzan, because Dragon wants Jolly Dragon and Kenzan, and I don't think Dragon Ignite got released or got put out. So I was like, oh shoot, Slash is up. I'll actually probably build all the Saber Soto I still have not yet touched, and you know, just do that. By the time we looked, Slash was not there. So I was just like, shoot, what am I supposed to do now? So I was just like, well, why not spend more money? So, this was, I don't know what I'm gonna think of this, just because, like, the thing, like, I'm at least happy I got this for a decent price, because none of the Saber stuff is selling. I have both of these for good prices. So, that's not where I'm like, I'm just in on the fact that, like, I did get, like, I didn't need to do this Mandarake order. Because honestly, yeah, I wasn't really looking forward to this box, because I didn't... I don't know, like, I essentially just restricted myself into, like, stores that we clearly could have ordered, but we decided to go from other stores. So yeah, I got the Chogokin Psycho and the Seiken Psycho driver. This thing was clearly a thing I wanted to hold out on just because I was like, I will just wait it out. Because I was like, the Chogokin Psycho looks alright. I was like, at first I just wasn't really big on it. But I think definitely from, like, you know, what's been going on with the show and such, it's like, okay, I think it's interesting. I know, like, there was, like, an uproar on the fact that, like, everyone was just like, what the heck? Why isn't he in the front of the box? Where the heck is he? Why is it only Saber? And it's just like, because he is the sword. But it's definitely interesting for sure. There's Psycho, Shadow. It's either Psycho or Psycho. I feel like Psycho is Q Ranger, and then for Psycho, it's supposed to be just Psycho. But okay, and the main reason why I got this was for this. This thing was the thing that solidified it, because I was just like, am I really gonna? The best part is that this was only $18, so the Chogokin Psycho was $35. So, just let me split that apart. Ex-Swordman, yeah. This was the book. This was the thing that made me just finally be like, okay, yeah, I guess I had to get this. I guess I had to get that if I wanted to get this, because I absolutely love the standby for this thing. It's so catchy. And, like, yeah, and it's really interesting how it works too. It's just the way they did it is something, but yeah, so obviously this wouldn't have been it, because, or I mean, like, release wise, this obviously wouldn't have been it, because this was supposed to be released in for the first half of February, and Primitive Dragon was supposed to be released this week. However, they delayed it for 2 weeks. So it was supposed to get released on the 27th. They delayed it to the 13th, which is just like, well, okay, so that means by at this point with this, we're going to be at, like, update 2.04, so I better expect a bunch of functionality. However, Elemental Dragon is going to get released by the end of the month. So it's just kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm personally probably actually going to wait for the both of them to get released, so I think I might actually wait until April to get Primitive Dragon and Elemental Dragon. Even if that means I can't showcase functionality, the functions of this, I can't anyway, because I'm not going to be able to get it, like, week 1. So, yeah. Everything else. Yeah, that's essentially it for this. So it's just kind of like, what did I even do? Because it's just like, I don't know, like, now Zarikin has Dodo. Like, Zarikin got more Soto, but I have to wait it out still. Because I just need Dragon Ignite and Slash. Then I was going to like put it all together. I'm trying to figure out how to show all this without it covering. Okay, I guess we're just gonna do something stupid like that. Cause you know that makes sense. Space. Okay, there. So I should explain how exactly next month is gonna go in March. Because March was initially when I did actually want to just kick off doing Zero One reviews. I still can't because at this point I'm just waiting on one thing to get to me. The fact that I got this Hibiki before the other Hibiki is sad, but yeah, I'm literally just waiting on a Hibiki. So yeah. Then I still need to record the reviews for the reviews and demos for the Slash Riser and the Raid Riser and the respective stuff. Oh, because of Hibiki. Honestly, I think I should. The way I do things is I record the demos first to get it over with, and then I do the reviews. But I think for the Slash Riser and the Raid Riser, I should honestly just record the reviews first. Just because I already been waiting for a while to do that. So I think to get something out of the way for myself, just to do the reviews right away. And I can probably film portions of the demos, but not, obviously not all of it, because I need to have, you know how the 0-1 demos for me go, is that I literally have to showcase, this is the torturous thing, I have to literally showcase all previous, like, progress keys and such. So it's like, and the thing is that I can't, with the way I'm doing things, I don't want to go through the effort of re-recording entire reviews that I filmed, like, months ago. Which is why I have to wait for, like, okay, I need to wait for this to come in, so I can just have that, like, right away when I'm, like, filming. So then I don't have to just do a bad cut. So then I don't do a cut of when I actually get it and such. Because, honestly, that's not great. So, like, that's why I heavily dreaded doing, like, demos for... I heavily dreaded the demo for Rampage Gatling and the Cyclone Riser. The Cyclone Riser wasn't as bad. Like, that's the good thing, at least. Like, the Slash Riser and the Raid Riser, I don't have to dread as much. Luckily with the Slash Riser, I don't have to. Because I'm not going to show the individual attack, because it's literally the same thing as the Shot Riser. It's just a different trigger sound. But I guess if you really want me to, I can demonstrate the different trigger sound, but the Raid Riser, it's just the singular sound because it's just a singular attack. So that's the good thing, at least. But it's just at the cost of that, like, oh cool, like I get to do less. There's more progress keys I have to cover. So, yeah, that's fun. And I have to mentally keep in mind of like, oh, which order is this, like, which order of progress keys am I supposed to do and such. But, yeah, so March, I'm not scrambling as much. It's literally going to be the same as this month, or like February, where it's just going to be unboxings and builds. I might throw in a review. I'm not sure. It really depends, because if I throw out the review I thinking on. It's going to throw off one of my later planned things. Like, yeah, it's a 2-week thing, but like, if I cover it now, it's going to actually throw that off, because then I'm only going to have 4 things for that week instead of 5. I don't want to hold it back, but then that's why I'm trying to think of, like, okay, how exactly should I, like, cover things and such. I guess what I can say, what's coming up for, like, March, obviously unboxings, like, but obviously, like, what unboxings? Because this, I could have made this, I could have released this, at the end of February. I could have, but I decided to just push it to March 1st, just because I didn't want to hold. I wanted to put out my review on cross build, because that was supposed to be after Vulcan Assault Wolf, but then I didn't get it in time. I think that's when I put up the unboxing. So I think that was last month, yeah. So Vulcan Assault, so the review for cross build is gonna be up on Friday, just to get it over with. And then we have these unboxings. So we'll have this unboxing, which is just blank, because I haven't had a title for, like, all these months. I don't know what's technically coming out after. I think after this one, so like the Wednesday after, I'm gonna put up the or I guess I had to put up the opening portion of the unboxing. I'm probably gonna call it that, the opening portion of the unboxing. Just so then that's over with. And then I'll put up, I think I might do, no, I don't know. I think that Friday I might put up Hypocritical Saber opening volume 4. Although, like, volume 5 is kind of like, volume 5 is kind of small too, but volume 4 is like 2 hours long. Because I really just go through everything of, like, the Kaiken Rekka. So volume 5 honestly might be one where it's cut up in segments and not in one shot. So it depends how long I spend on this. Then the following week, it will be a pre-order I've received on Wednesday. The Monday on that will be his Reiken thing. Friday, did I get anything else? If I got anything else, that will be thrown in there. Then the next 2 weeks are going to be builds. So, which that will be fun, because great, that's gonna be fun, because that's gonna be weird. You're gonna have spoilers, or you're gonna, like, have things like, oh shoot, you already got that already before the actual unboxing. So for the last 2 weeks of March, that's just gonna be Soul Chronicle Gaim 2 plus By Kaiser on Friday. And then if I can, the next week, that would be entirely worth of Saber. So, yeah, so that'll be, like, each respective Wonder combo and their chronological release. So obviously it'll be like Fantastic Lion, Golden Algina, Crimson Dragon, and then technically it will be Dragon Neck Knight and King Lion Isenki next, which will kind of leave Slash if whenever I do get him, and Dragon Neck Knight. Like whenever I get Dragon Neck Knight and Slash, they're gonna be like, I don't know, the last week is gonna be weird because it's just gonna be Slash and then Dragon Bremen. Again, whenever I can get that, I'm hoping I can get that within the next package. Other than that, yeah, there's not really much after, but pre-orders, surprisingly this month is actually pretty low. Oh, it's because the Dark Set Riser got pushed to next month, so I guess, okay, if I have a day open, I think I might have to reserve it for one of my other pre-orders, because I still haven't touched the memorial sets. The Metsubo Jinrai set's supposed to be released, I'm gonna assume tomorrow, because it says, no, that they said the 28th, but I'm gonna assume around Friday. I don't understand why the Metsubo Jinrai set did not get released along with the movie stuff. It doesn't make sense. I'm just hoping Tokollectibles doesn't push me back on the Metsubo Jinrai set. Like, I hope I don't get pushed back to the April shipment, because I pre-ordered it in the March shipment. No, the February shipment, I meant. Gosh. Yeah. March 1st. Yeah, I don't have much stuff coming in for March for pre-orders. It's just the Dark Zet Riser and the Zero One Final Stage show. So I know Zenkaiger is getting released, but I'm very behind on that. I don't have anything like secured at all with Zenkaiger, so because I would have pre-ordered it on HLJ, but we didn't. And I'm not sure if I'm actually going to like get off of Mandarake. Because I'm actually kind of afraid Zenkaiger is actually gonna do pretty well in toys, meaning that the prices are not gonna like be cheap. So like the Gertlinger is gonna probably be like, it's going to be $40, but I'm just afraid it's not gonna like go down any further. Like obviously I'm willing to get it for 40. Like 45 is my limit for most things retail. So like I'll get it for that price, but I mean like, you know, it's kind of nicer to get it for cheaper. And I'll get the buckle too, but I don't have any of the Gashpon and Candy Toy sets secured at all, so I'm at a loss there. I don't know if I'm gonna worry about Zenkaiger, if I have to be honest. I will probably at least try to get the Gertlinger and the buckle next month. And then obviously I need to get the other remaining 3 figures for Dino Fury. Technically be done with that for now. I don't know, when I think about it, I'm actually technically like very laid back next month. Like, or essentially like these month, like the past few months, I've actually kind of been laid back because nothing's been getting released. So, uh, like technically when I think about it, January was more hectic on pre-orders than February. So, yeah. So, I'm just gonna say, assume at the beginning of the next unboxing to not be from Mandarake, because, like, okay, definitely next time when Dragon and I go look for stuff, get stuff, unless, you know, slot, like, any Soto I need, or, like, the both of us want are available, we'll get that, and then, like, try to keep it under one store. If we can't, then, like, try to at least get something we want out of that store and, like, something small enough to make the shipping cheap. Then we'll do that, but mostly I need to secure, or I need to deal with a buy box that it's been in the works since November. We haven't touched it since. I just want to get that over with, because again, I had to keep delaying it. Like, I had to keep, like, telling Dragon, like, to push it, because it's just, like, you know, clearly he's not interested in it, so it's just, like, I want to, like, deal with it, but then it's just, like, well, we have other stuff, and it's just, like, okay, yeah, like, we can push it off and such, so, but at this point, it's just, like, I need to kind of actually, like, you know, deal with it, because now it's technically almost been, like, 4 months. And I need to do another thing too, but anyways, really want to try to hit April of when I'll actually start busting content out, because the videos are done already, or the videos for the first month are already done already. They just need to actually be put out. I just realized Saber's, like, flame is actually, like, different directions, because he has this extra part and such, unless it's, like, perspective, but I guess, like, I can talk about, like, the schedule a bit of whenever I actually do go back to reviews, because you know, I can at least just say, like, the first 2 months for sure are just completely 0-1, because I'm that behind. It's just that with the second month, I still don't know how that's gonna work, because I actually don't know if I actually have enough to I always keep forgetting if I have enough to cover a full week. I think the initial plan, like, what I initially had, is that it was supposed to just be 5 days to correlate with the Raid Riser stuff. Because I think I didn't get any more 0-1 stuff, because, like, I mean, like, in that time frame, not after the show, but, like, yeah. It's just kind of like, because then I forgot the legend, how I'm dealing with the legend riders. It's like there's, like, I technically have one extra slot, but then I was gonna throw something in there, but then it's like, well, that technically throws off the second month of Zero One then for me, because then it's like, well, then why didn't you just do a full week worth of it then? So I think I was trying to change the second month of Zero One to fit that, but I think I couldn't make that actually work. So yeah, I'm technically going to be covering something a bit too early, but I think it will be fine because I filmed that review all the way back in September. So yeah. So yeah, assumingly April and May are going to be Zero One, and then June is going to be Zet because there was no movie. And I think because technically I don't think I actually have enough to make Zet an entire month, because I'm still missing a bunch of medals because Josh keeps buying them all up. So hopefully at that time the Dark Set Riser and the Memorial Edition get released, so then I can possibly actually cover them near the end. But, well, actually, I think I might actually have to put those to the side, because now I'm just thinking about, like, because you have to remember that I can't necessarily do an entire month full of Zet, because I'm like, because you have to remember, like, first half of the month are reviews and the second half are demos. So I actually, excuse me, I actually think I do have I was thinking like, oh shoot, I don't have enough for an entire month. I was like, wait, I do have enough. So yeah, I think those are actually gonna have to get pushed, and then July maybe will be Saber. It really depends. I think July will be Saber, because then at that point it will, like, I kind of did, I don't know, I kind of actually did want to do Saber a bit earlier. I wanted to do this in general a bit earlier, because then I was actually going to have like a filler month. I wanted to cover the Zenkaiger stuff right away. So, like, that's kind of why that was like the entire point of like my schedule. I actually want to cover like Zenkaiger like at a reasonable time, but because of all the delays, I can't. So Zenkaiger will actually probably happen after Saber, which will be August, which is not very timely, because I don't know, like, essentially I think essentially the thing is that I was actually initially supposed to have 2 free months of whatever, but because I already utilized those months, I can't do that anymore. So now I'm kind of scrambling on like how exactly content's gonna go. Because November and December are typically months where I actually just cover whatever is left that I still need to cover months, which, because I'm behind now, that's gonna be hectic. So hopefully I can cover actually we might be okay, because August is kind of fine, because I only have the first 2 weeks planned. The second half I never had planned, so I think we're good. anyways, I don't want to reveal too much, just because again it's subject to change, which is why I don't really talk about like. It's kind of why I'm not really planning out a layout how exactly I want to do things. I would love to, but then it's just again, I just don't know if I'm able to do so. Second channel, I just feel bad for, just because I haven't really touched upon that in a while, because I'm supposed to. And I'm like already lying to myself, so it's just like, shoot. So I need to pick up the pace on that, but then again, I really want to just deal with school, so. Yeah, that'll be it for this unboxing. I really just want to just like we really do need to like start cutting down. But the thing is that we're doing at least better. Whoops. Zarkin and I are doing at least better by not like, because despite us still technically constantly getting stuff, it's like I think it's just mostly because I'm at the point where I don't need as much anymore. Because it's just not really much I need to get. Like, Gaiman Drive and Ghost, I'm just needing like 1 to 2 items. Then Geo, obviously, I need to get that situated. Well, Geo is technically a part of that too, where I just need like 1 or 2 stuff. Zero One was so hectic. Yeah. And Saber is just like, I don't know. Like, I'm just getting whatever at this point, because they're only releasing power-ups. Like, the toy line feels really bare at this point. Not in a bad, like, technically it's not bad, because it's like, oh, cool, I get to, like, just sit back and such, but honestly, it's just like, okay, we're just doing this. But, oh, yeah. We at least know they're, like, I always give Saber the thing that they're actually just releasing 1 thing per month. Like, at least they're releasing stuff every month, unlike what they planned with Zero One, where we had 2 months of nothing. Well, okay, essentially we only had a month of nothing, because April of Zero One, we didn't get any power-ups, but we got the remaining Legend Rider Progress keys. So technically that counts. But the fact they didn't plan anything in May still boggles me. For at least, we at least know that. Well, okay, like with how they're doing things, something's definitely going to get released until June, because we're getting, like I said, we're getting a power up per month. Because technically, February was supposed to be 2 power ups, but then because Primitive Dragon got pushed to March, we're getting both Primitive Dragon and Elemental Dragon in March. And then April will be the Blades power up. May will be the last Seiken. And then June will be Saber's final form Seiken. So yeah, Saber is actually cutting down a lot. And basically because there's not really much for me, or initially, my plan initially was that because there wasn't really much for me to get throughout March, I was just going to like blow through and get all the DX Legend Rider books, but I just don't know how that's going to go out. So, yeah. Anyways, This video is going to be like in 2 hours. 2 hours and a half. That doesn't make sense. It's going to be in 2 hours and 30 minutes, I assume. But oh well. I really like that. The thing I'm at least happy about is that lately with these unboxings is that they have at least not been hitting 3 hours. Because I really don't want that. Because honestly, that length should be reserved for live streams. Anyways, I'll actually finally leave you people. So this is PowerRider, and bye.